There we go. There we go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Couldn't sleep, so I figured get some ratings done. So how's everyone's Friday night? How'd it go? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I don't imagine there's too many people up at this time of night, but I figured I'd get it done. That way people can watch it if they want tomorrow. And I'm going to do a couple of the signs tonight as well. I'll put those videos up after this. So there's a couple people still up. Yeah, it's like 4 here in the morning. Sometimes when you can't sleep, the best thing to do is do something productive. Hey, Annette. How are you doing? How's your night? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Fierce? Yeah, well, I figure if I can't sleep, I might as well do something productive, right? Why waste it? All right. Yeah, like I said, I figured I'd do it, and I didn't think many people would be on anyway, but they can rewatch tomorrow if they like. But I might as well get started. I'm gonna do all signs. I'm gonna start with Aries as usual, and it's not gonna resonate with everybody because they are general reads. Raxy, baby, what's up? So yeah, we'll start with Aries. Get right into it. What do we have for Aries coming up for the remainder of 2019? Can we look at for all day? All right. So the first thing I got is I feel like you're having a hard time, deciding whether or not to move forward with somebody. I feel like, you don't feel like they're giving back. With 6 Pentacles in reverse, and it's almost like you think you're starting to see a new side of them. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like that's who they are. I feel like it's a matter of, I feel like you think that there's something sneaky going on, but I don't feel like that's the case either. And I feel like you're holding yourself back here with the Knight of Cups. You're holding back from from moving forward with this person because, like I said, you feel like there's some deception going on here. You feel like they're not giving back what you're giving to them. And, I feel like you're taking it as this is going to be a big problem for you. We also have the Tower in reverse. So I feel like this doesn't have to end. I feel like you're pushing it toward that direction because of the fact that you're not using your intuition. Because we have the High Priestess in reverse, so you're not using your intuition here. You're just you're going on. You know, there's little hints that are telling you not to move forward with this person because you think that there is something they are hiding. But I feel like you just need to reflect on that. You just need to realize that sometimes people don't tell us everything right off the start, and it's not a bad thing. It's not that they're bad people. They're not as comfortable with you as you are with them. I don't feel like you should walk away from this though. I feel like a lot of good things coming here, and I feel like you should you should give this person a chance. Like I said, I don't feel like there's any sneakiness here with the 7. I don't feel like they're sneaking at all. I feel like they're being honest with you. They're not being, they're omitting things, but that's not being dishonest. That's just they're just not telling you everything there is to know. We have the King of Wands, so you might be dealing with a Leo, with the Leo energy there. But like I said, I don't feel like you're listening to your intuition here. I feel like it's just it's a matter of you're not getting exactly what you thought you would get from this person right away. But I feel like there is going to be it is going to start moving forward. You just need to take time. You need to be patient and just go. Like I said, I feel like you just need to take time and give this person a chance. Like I said, I don't feel like there's any deception here. I feel like the only real the only hint of deception I get here is maybe they were acting a little better than they think they are. But they were just doing that to try to impress you. But like I said, I do see you moving forward with this person. I do think you should give them a chance, and I do see I see you guys having it turning into something that could be potentially something really great. And I feel like you just need to take the time and realize where it's going here. Don't just be too quick to judge this person. Like I said, you're not using intuition. Start using your intuition, and you'll get that right vibe from this person. You'll realize that this person, like I said, they're not giving you what you want. Then you need to tell them they're not giving you what you want. You don't feel like they're giving you enough. Then you need to come forward and tell them that. You need to let them know what you want. And I feel like when you do that, that'll cause that new forward movement here. And, it will turn out to be something. I feel like you should get with this person. But like I said, I feel like you need, like with the four of swords, I feel like you just need to reflect on how you're approaching this. Like I said, don't put an end to this before it needs to be. I don't feel like the Tower moment, I feel like it's just kind of like, it's almost like you're forcing it because you don't feel like you're getting what you want. But if you don't feel like you're getting what you want, then let them know that. Let them know that what you want from them is more than what they're giving you. And I feel like they will. So like that's my advice for you. I feel like you might be dealing with Leo. We have Leo energy there. Just be upfront and clear. When you're upfront and clear what you want, then you allow that person the opportunity to tell you if that's something they can give for you. And if they can't, then that allows them that opportunity as well. But I feel like this person does want to give you what you want. You just need to be open to it. You need to give this person the opportunity to give you, you're expecting something from this person, but you haven't told them what you expect. And sometimes we prejudge people and think that because they aren't automatically in tune to what we want, that they're not right for us. And I don't feel like that's the case here. So I feel like you just need to take, like I said, you need to take a step back and just let this person know that, this is what I want from you. This is what I expect from you. I bring a lot to this. I'm going to bring a lot to you. I want you to bring this to me. Can you do that? And I feel like when you do that, this person will be quite, happy to tell you. But like I said, you're starting to see them a little differently. And the reason you're seeing them differently is because they're not, when they first came, when you guys first, approached this idea of getting together, it was basically like that person was just trying to be a little bit better because they see you as someone better. So they feel like they had to up their game. But don't hold that against them. They're just doing that, I don't feel like they were doing that out of sneakiness. They weren't trying to trick you. They were just trying to give you what you wanted. So that's what I have for Aries. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? What do Taurus need to know? What do Taurus need to know? What do we have for Taurus? All right. So first thing I see is you've been waiting for something. You've been waiting, patiently waiting, but now you're starting to feel like you're being left out in the cold, and that's got you feeling defeated. You're waiting for someone that you wanted to move forward with, someone that you really thought that they could be a potential partner for you. But now that the waiting has gone on, I feel like you're just, you feel like you're fighting against something that isn't going to happen. You feel like you're waiting for something, but it isn't going to happen. You're starting to change the way you're looking at this. I don't feel like that's the case, because I feel like that person is going to reach out to you. We get the 8 of Wands. I don't feel like I feel like with this, left out in the cold, or maybe they even just ghosted you. Maybe that, you made that offer and then they just kind of disappeared. And that has you feeling kind of defeated because you thought that was, could be something special. And like I said, it's got you feeling defensive. So you're starting to change your opinion on this person. I feel like they are going to reach out to you. And I feel like you made the right call waiting for this person. But I feel like they've been just kind of like, from what I'm getting from them, is they just been kind of in this, stuck in, kind of reflecting on things and not really kind of deciding what they want. In order to bring you what you want, they have to know what they want. They have to know if, this is right for them. I feel like they are going to reach out to you. And I also got the 10 of Cups. So I feel like not only going to reach out to you, but they're going to accept your offer or move forward with an offer. And I feel like, they are going to, this is going to be something that is going to turn into something that's going to be, more than just your casual relationship. But like I said, I feel like right now, the reason that they're not talking to you is because they're just reflecting. They're staying away from everybody completely. They're shutting everybody out. They're trying to make the right decision here because I find they do have a lot of feelings for you. They just want to make sure they're making the right decision. And I feel like I said, I also got the 7 of Swords in reverse, so I don't feel like there's any sneakiness here. You might be feeling like they had somebody else on the side, or maybe they just dished you for somebody else, but I don't feel like that's the case. Like I said, I feel like it's just they're taking some time to reflect. They're taking some time to think about this. They want to make the right choice, but like I said, they will. I do see them reaching out to you. I do see them making that effort to reach out. I feel like waiting for them was the right call. And like I said, I feel like it is going to be something special. It is going to turn into something long-term. So my advice is just allow them to have their time to make that decision because, it's they see you as somebody that could be long-term. So they want to make sure that this is the right decision before they jump right into it. And they're just being level-headed, which is nothing to hold against anybody. I feel like they are going to reach out to you and they are going to, let you know that they do want to be with you. But like I said, they're just making sure that this is right for them. So be patient. And like I said, they are going to contact you. They are going to reach out to you. But as far as you thinking that they're ghosting you, I feel like they're just kind of shutting everybody out because they just want to make that right decision. Sometimes when we have a lot of feelings for somebody, it's hard to decide, that we're going to move forward without, making sure all our ducks are are in a line. And that's all they're doing. They're just making sure that this is the right choice for them. But like I said, I feel like they are going to reach out to you, and I feel like it is going to work out. I do see it being long term. So that's what I have for Taurus. Gemini. 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 Universe. What do I have? The Geminis. What are the Geminis? All right. So the first thing I see, I feel like you had some trouble with motivation lately. You've been lacking some motivation. I feel like things aren't really going the way you would plan. I feel like you've been kind of concentrated on money, and there might possibly be or stability. It could be either one. I feel like there's some new opportunities for you here. I feel like it recently just happened that there is new opportunities for you, which is kind of a different area for you, because I feel like this is new, and you're just not sure if it's the right fit for you. I feel like it's just a matter of adjustment. It's a matter of getting used to a new setting here. I feel like this is a new, it's a new feeling for you here. Like, I feel like for you, you've been waiting for a while for this new opportunity, and this finally came, and now it's got you feeling, like you can find that stability you've been looking for, and you don't need anybody to do that. And I feel like it's just a matter of you're having a new change of perspective here. You're starting to realize that you can do things on your own. But I feel like you don't want it's not that you don't want to be with somebody. It's just you don't want to be dependent on anybody. You want to have that independence. And this new this new opportunity has caused you to have some leeway here. Now you're starting to feel like you can, before you knew you could, now you see that you can. Now you're starting to get that opportunity to do what you want to do without having anybody control you. And I feel like with that new confidence, there's some new energy coming. And, I feel like with that new energy, we have some new love. And I feel like it's something that, now you're going to have that balance. Before, it was about you felt like you were maybe lesser in a relationship, and that's why you moved on from that. Like, I feel like that might have killed the past relationship. The fact that you didn't feel like you were pulling your weight. And I feel like you're the type of person that wants to pull their weight, that wants to have their own, stability and not have to depend on anybody else. But I feel like now that you have the stability and now it's starting to go in that direction, now you need to balance it out. And I feel like that, like I said, the magician, there's some new energy coming here. And I feel like a new love coming. I see that maybe you won't even see it coming. It's going to be something that's kind of, you're not expecting it. You're kind of concentrating on this new opportunity. You won't be expecting it. It'll just kind of come out of nowhere. And I feel like, not only that, not only is this person going to be very emotionally beneficial for you, I also feel like this person is going to help you feel complete. This person is going to bring the other half of the equation to your life. You have your stability. You have you like I said, I feel like a past relationship, maybe you felt like you were the weaker one of the two, because you didn't have that stability. You were depending on somebody else. But now that you can depend on yourself, you don't have that weakness, that weak feeling inside you. So now you can move forward. And you might be dealing with an Aries. This doesn't have to mean a female. It is the queen. It could be male or female, but I feel like you might be dealing with an Aries. But yeah, like I said, there's also some Earth energy in here. So, keep an eye out for that. But just realize that when we're more confident in ourselves, when we feel more confident in what we've accomplished, we put off a new confidence, and that new confidence draws in new people, and those new people, can bring more benefit to our life than the old people, because they didn't see you for the way you. What I'm trying to say is sometimes we see each other, we see ourselves a different way than other people see us, but now you're starting to put off what you see in yourself, you're starting to show everybody else. So my advice for you is to keep going. I do see this as a very beneficial opportunity for you, and I do feel like it's going to take you a lot of places that you want to go. We also have some Sagittarius energy here, so just remember, and I mean with the death card was some Scorpio, so I mean, just remember that now that you're putting off this new confidence, there's some new energy coming for you, and there's some new love, and I feel like it is going to be, this is going to be very beneficial for you. I feel like there's some new balance coming for you, and when you get that new balance, you're going to be more complete, and you're going to be ready to move forward, and you're going to find somebody more compatible for you because you are on a different level now. So it's basically like you're loving you finally found the place that you want to be, and now it's time to balance it out with finding the person that you want to be with. And that's what I have for you, Gemini. I know sometimes the stories get, the cards, I see the cards a certain way, and the idea gets, in my head, and I find it hard sometimes to get it out properly. But I think you get the gist. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer universe? One more shuffle. We have Cancers. What do we have for Cancer? Okay. So the first thing I see is that you're dealing with somebody that you had met. I feel like, maybe out at work or out just socializing in general, you met somebody. And, you've been thinking about them. You've been thinking about moving forward with them. And, I feel like you've been kind of deciding to move, you want a relationship with this person. You've been waiting. You made the offer. Or the offer is there. And you may, now you've been waiting for them, but you feel like they kind of left you out in the cold. They're not reaching back to you. At first, it was you were spending a lot of time together. You've seen this person as someone that you could, move forward with and have, more of a meaningful relationship. But now you're starting to see another side of this person. Like I said, they've left you in the cold. I feel like they've been ghosting you. They've been not, replying back to you. They've been kind of just giving you the cold shoulder. And I feel like the reason that is because I feel like we have the Knight of Wands, which could be some Sagittarius energy, but it also is a carefree person, someone that doesn't really want to settle down. I feel like maybe they acted like they wanted what you wanted because they wanted to get what they wanted. I feel like they got what they wanted. So now that they kind of see you as somebody that will wait for them as long as they want. I don't see any forward movement with this person. I feel like it might have been the wrong choice. And I feel like maybe it's just poor judgment. I feel like I said, I feel like you're starting to see a different side of them. At first it was fun. You were having a good time with this person. This person is very, I feel like this person is very fun to be around. They make you feel good. You have a good time, but I feel like that's all they want. They want to have a good time. They don't want anything serious. And I feel like, you waiting for them is the wrong judgment call because I don't feel like they're ever going to settle down. I don't feel like they're at that time in their life where they want to settle down. And I feel like you already know this and maybe just not seeing what's right in front of you. But I feel like I said, I feel like, you wanted this family, this committed relationship so bad that you were willing to give the person the benefit of the doubt. But like I said, I feel like they're just going to keep being in and out of your life. They're not going to be very committed to you because they just want to be carefree and fun. They want to have a good time. They don't want to settle down. They don't want any real commitment here. So I feel like you just need to, like I said, I feel like walking away here is the best situation for you. And, I feel like the longer you stay with this person is the longer you're gonna lose that confidence that you have. You're gonna start feeling inconfident in yourself. This person is gonna drag you down. Like I said, they're not a bad person. They just don't want what you want. They led you to believe that they wanted something else that they didn't. That's what caused you to wait for this person. That's what caused you to, see this person, as a different way. But like I said, I feel like the universe is going to show you that this person isn't who you think they are. The fact that they're ghosting you and, leaving you out in the cold and just coming around whenever they feel like it, it just shows me that they're going to keep doing this. And the longer you allow them to do it, the longer they're going to do it because they're testing their limits right now. They're testing to see how far you let them get away with it. Like I said, I feel like what I'm saying. It's right in front of you, but you're not looking because you want this commitment, but you're not going to get it from this person. My advice is you need to leave this person because this person's holding you back. I don't feel like it is a relationship. I feel like it's just casual, but I feel like you need to leave the idea of this person being any more than casual. Put that to rest because I don't feel like that's going to happen. I don't feel like this person wants what you want, and I don't feel like they ever will. And it's going to be hard because, like I said, you did have a good time with this person because they are fun to be around. But they bring no benefit to you. And there's no future benefit. So if you want, that long-term relationship, you need to let this person go. Take them out of the equation because right now they're just blocking you from finding anybody else that you can move forward with. So that's what I have for you, Cancers. Leo. What do we have for Leo, universe? Universe, what do we have for Leo? What do Leos right now? We have for Leos. All right, Leos. So the first thing I see is we got the King of Wands, which is Leo energy. I feel like you've been kind of stopping. You've you're in a situation where you stop putting in any work and you stop, giving to somebody. I feel like the reason that you stop doing that is because you start to realize that there is no future with this person. You don't see a future. You could be dealing with an Aries, the Queen of Wands. And you start to see that there is no balance in this situation for you. We have the Temperance in reverse. You're not giving anymore. You got to a point where you just stop giving because you don't see any forward movement here. You don't see it being anything, worth your time anymore. You start to lose focus on this person. Like I said, you're not feeling that balance anymore. You feel like you're the one that's doing all the work. And so you just had enough. You stop moving forward with this person. Also, I feel like not only is the fact that you're not feeling that the connection with this person, I feel like there is somebody else, somebody in the back of your mind that's been coming back and forth lately, and somebody that you've secretly been waiting for. But now you're starting to realize that this relationship that you're in needs to come to an end. It needs to end. It needs to come quickly, because the quicker it comes to an end, the quicker you can go back, start dealing with what it is that you're waiting for. You've been waiting for somebody. And I feel like it's somebody that you've been thinking about quite a bit lately. And it's starting to make you realize that the person you're with isn't filling that void. I feel like this is a past relationship that, didn't go where you wanted to go because you didn't feel like you gave enough. And now you're starting to, pull away from this person because you realize that that old person is still on your mind. This has to end. You've already stopped giving to this person. You don't see any more future with this person. And on top of that, on top of the fact that you don't feel like you're getting anything back from the current person that you're with, in the back of your mind, you're still thinking about a past person. And like I said, with that past person, I feel like you just never received, you never received the justice that you thought you deserved. You don't feel like that past relationship went full term. You don't feel like it went, it ended the way it should have ended. Like I said, and what I do see, I see this past person is somebody that, does want what you want. Maybe I feel like you were just in different places in the past. But I do see this past relationship being something that you should look back into again, because I feel like there is a strong connection there. And I feel like there is a bright future that could possibly be between you two. And that's why you're starting to feel like you need to get away from this current person, because it isn't right. And as long as you're with this current person, you're going to come up on the losing end. It's not right. You already have somebody else in your mind, like I said. And in the back of your mind, emotionally, you've been waiting for this person for a while. So I feel like this past person, it might have just ended up in a breakup. You don't feel like it went, it didn't end, and you kind of moved on with this current person. But now that you're with this current person, you're starting to realize, like, they're not giving back to you. They're not giving you what you want. They're not putting in the work. So you stop doing that as well. You stop putting the work. You stop putting any effort with this person because it ain't going anywhere. You've already moved on. You just haven't told them yet. That's what I'm seeing here. So my advice is you need to end. You need to stop playing. You're thinking with somebody else. You don't want to be with the current person, so you need to let them go. And in order to move on any idea of getting, maybe getting back with this past person, or just having some closure with that past person, in order to have that, you need to move on from this current person. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to them. Like I said, you've already stopped putting in work. You've already checked out. You just never told them. So my advice is, like I said, just know what you want. Trust your intuition. Know that you've been thinking about this past person. In the back of your mind, you're still waiting for that second opportunity. Maybe to make it right. Maybe, it didn't end Or maybe you didn't give enough when you were with that person, and now you realize that you should have. But you already pulled away from this current person. So, like I said, it's just time to let them know. And I feel like, that past person, I do feel like there is a lot of connection there, and I do feel like there could be a bright future there, but you need to let go of this current situation first. And that's my advice for Leo. Virgo. Virgo. Yeah, for Virgo universe. What do we have for Virgo? All right. So, first thing I see is you're currently dealing with somebody that you want to move forward with. The Chariot card. You want it to be more than what it is right now. You want it to, be a foundation. You want it to be more of a serious commitment, and you want them to give, you want them to give you more. I feel like you've been giving a lot to them, but you don't feel like they've been giving as much back to you. But I feel like it's that's going to come to an end. You just need to realize, I feel like this person does want more from you. They want to jump right in, but they're just holding back because they don't want to give too much too quick, because they don't want you to feel, they don't want to scare you away and make you feel like they want too much. But I feel like they want the same thing as you. They're just not telling you that because they're worried that it might, kind of freak you out. I do see that they feel very fulfilled with you. They find, there's a lot of balance between you guys. There's some Sagittarius energy here. So there's some balance between you guys. You guys are, I feel a strong connection here. I feel like it might be just something, fairly recent. And maybe that's why they don't want to jump in too quick. Maybe they don't want to, freak you out by, scaring you away by telling you that they like you too much. But I feel like they do want the same thing as you. I do see, like I said, they're having a hard time with that motivation to, come out and tell you, listen, I want a future together. I want this to be more than what it is right now. But you're feeling the same way. And I feel like it's just a matter of you guys aren't communicating properly. Neither one of you want to make that first move. So you're kind of in a standstill right now. Like I said, you both have the same idea of what you want. And I feel like it's almost the same idea. Like you guys are almost identical in what you want, but neither one of you want to say it. And I feel like not only is it a foundation, but this could be the hierophant. I feel like there's some kind of union here. I feel like maybe I'm getting the feeling that this person wants to move quite quickly, and you wanted to move faster than it's been moving, but neither one of you is willing to make that move because you're afraid to scare the other person away. But I do see this as something that is going to move quite quickly. I feel like there is a good balance between you guys, and you guys fill each other's cups. But they want to jump right in, you want to jump right in, but neither one of you are telling each other. But I feel like I said, I feel like that's going to come to an end. I feel like it's a matter of just reaching out and having that conversation, and just letting each other know what it is that you want. And I feel like as soon as that conversation happens, you guys are going to realize that you guys both want, you guys want that forward movement. You want that foundation. And not only that, but you guys might even want something more than that. I get a strong commitment here. Could mean a possible marriage in the future, or just moving in together, just something that's more than just a dating. And I feel like that's what it is right now. Like I said, I feel like this is a fairly young relationship, but I feel like that's why neither one of you guys want to say anything, because it is so young. You don't want to freak the other person out and scare them away, because sometimes when we tell people how we feel too early, I really like you, I want to be with you, the other person might get freaked out. But like I said, I don't see that as the case. I feel like they want the exact same thing as you. I feel like it's almost uncanny how much they want what, how you guys compare each other. Like I said, with the temperance cards, you guys have a lot of balance there. You guys fill each other's cups. So don't be afraid to move forward. Don't be afraid to tell them how you feel. I feel like they feel the same way as you do. And I feel like the quicker you guys talk about it, the quicker you guys will realize you guys are on the same page. And I feel a strong connection here. So, just realize the quicker you have a conversation, realize you guys, the quicker you guys will realize you're on the same page here. And I feel like there'll be a lot, it'll move quite quickly after you guys are honest with each other. And like I said, don't be worried about freaking them out. This is what you want. Your intuition is telling you this is what you want. Then go get it. So that's my advice. Tell them how you feel. And I feel like as soon as you tell them how you feel, you'll realize that they feel the same way. And then you can get started on moving forward together. Don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. A lot of people are too afraid to tell people how they feel because they're afraid they might push somebody away. They're afraid they might freak somebody out. If they do, then it wasn't really meant to be, was it? Because if you feel something that strong that you want to let somebody know, then do it. If it doesn't work out, sometimes it's not going to work out. But I feel like in this situation, not only is it going to work out, but this person wants exactly what you want. They feel exactly the same way as you feel. Don't be scared to be honest. Because when we're honest, whether or not it's a good answer or a bad answer, it's always going to be it's always going to be an answer. And when you get that answer, then you know where you stand. And when you know where you stand, you can know where the next step is. Libra. What do we have for Libra? It's coming up in November for Libra. All right. So Libra. I feel like something's holding you back. Something's burdening you. You're waiting on something. You got some internal struggle here going on because you're waiting for something. You have somebody on your mind, somebody from your past, but I feel like you're not taking the time to think about it with the Hermit reverse or some Virgo energy here. I feel like you're not taking time to really think this through. I feel like this past person and this internal struggle is your intuition fighting against what you want. And what you want, you know what you want, and your intuition knows what you want. So, the universe knows what you want, and you know what you want, but the struggle is that you think it's from this person that you're waiting for. And, the universe is trying to tell you that this person is a burden to you. This isn't what you want. You see it as what you want, but I feel like this person isn't giving you anything. You're thinking about this person. You're not taking the time to think about this, properly. Like, you're waiting around for somebody to show up, and you're missing out on moving forward because you're waiting on this person. And I feel like this person is just holding you back. I don't feel, I feel like you had a time with this person, and now you're just kind of waiting for it to manifest into something else. I don't feel like this person's ever going to reach out to you. I don't see any communication coming from this person. I feel like you waiting on this person and holding yourself back from moving forward is a burden. You're not going to get anywhere. I feel like you made the wrong call here. You need some time, and you need to take some time. That internal struggle is what's best for you, working against what, missed thoughts that you're having right now. You're thinking about this person in a different light than they should be thought about. I don't feel like they're going to reach out to you. I feel like you need to take some time and really think about this. And I feel like when you do that, you'll realize that it isn't for you. And the thing is, it's holding you back. I feel like there's somebody wanting to make you an offer. Somebody wants to move forward with you, but you're waiting on this other person. I feel like this person, this person that wants to make an offer to you wants to build with you. They want to, they want to treat you right. They want to give you what you want. They want to fill your cups. I feel like, a lot of good things with this person. I see good fortune coming with this person. I see good opportunities. I see good luck. I see, all this good stuff coming from this person that wants to be with you, but you're shutting them out because you're thinking about this past person that isn't coming back. Like I said, it's a poor judgment call. It's, you didn't really take the time to think about it. You're not listening to your intuition here. The internal struggle is telling you to move forward, and you're telling, you're fighting against that. You know that your intuition has told you that this is a problem, but you're not listening. So as long as you don't listen, it's going to hold you back. It's going to be a burden, and you're going to miss out on future opportunities. I feel like this person does want something serious with you. They want to build a foundation with you. They want to make you happy. And I see a lot of good things coming with this person that wants to make you that they're waiting. They might have already made the offer, but you're making them wait. You're making them wait for this past person that ain't coming back. So, I feel like you need to go ahead and just take that time, but then go take this person up on their offer, see where it goes, because this other person is not coming back. I don't see them reaching out to you at all. So stop waiting for them, because as long as you're waiting for this person, it's going to hold you back, and you're going to miss out on future opportunities. And I feel like there's a good opportunity right at your doorstep right now, but you're not looking at it because you're still thinking about this past person. And no matter how good that past person made you feel, or no matter how good it seemed, it obviously wasn't real because they're not coming back. And it's holding you back. You need to move on. Sometimes people just move on. And I don't feel like you waiting for this person is justified because they're not going to reach out to you. The Eight of Wands is telling me pretty clear. Eight of Wands in reverse is telling me pretty clear that they're not going to reach out to you. They're not going to make any form of communication to you. So why wait around? So like I said, my advice there is just move forward. Take some time to think about it. Listen to your intuition. Don't fight it. There is a person that's either made you an offer and you're making them wait, or they're waiting to make you an offer. Either way, the longer you let this past person hold you back, the more you're going to miss out on. And I feel like you're going to miss out on something good here if you don't, let this past go. Sometimes we just need to let it go. Sometimes maybe it was good for you. Maybe it was so good that, you feel like you're willing to wait, but it ain't coming back. So if we're waiting for something that ain't coming, what's the point? That's just my advice. Take from what you will. That's what I see. Scorpio. Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpios? All right. First thing I see, he's got some Aries energy here. I feel like you recently, you recently walked away from something, from a past relationship, and I feel like you're having a hard time. You're struggling with that decision. I feel like it broke your heart to walk away because it didn't feel like it wasn't what you wanted, but you knew that this is what you had to do. And I feel like now it's time to have that strength because I feel like there's new there's better things out there for you. I feel like that past relationship was just a matter of you left that relationship because you didn't feel like you were, you didn't feel like it was going anywhere, and because it wasn't going anywhere, you struggle with the fact that whether or not you should stay in it. I feel like it was a tough decision, but you walked away, and now you're starting to wonder if you should have walked away because now you're starting to deal with that heartache because you are missing this person. I feel like you walked away because you started to didn't feel the way you wanted to feel anymore. I feel like somebody made you an offer. I feel like somebody made you an offer, but it wasn't. There's nothing to that offer. I feel like you left that past relationship because you started feeling some new emotions for somebody else, and somebody else was giving you attention. I feel like but now you're starting to feel like you're not getting what you want. Maybe you shouldn't have moved on. You're starting to feel that heartbreak because you realize that you made the wrong decision and you're struggling with that. You walked away for this new person that was seemed really great, but now that you're out of that past relationship, this person's kind of not as interested anymore. So now you're starting to feel that heartbreak because did you walk away for nothing? I feel like this is, this new person is just, like I said, they seemed really interested when you were with somebody. And when you were in that past relationship, this person showed you a lot of interest. But then when you walked away from that relationship and you became available to this new person, they stopped showing interest. They stopped showing, they started showing their true colors. And I feel like now you're struggling with the fact that did you walk away from a good relationship for this and it's causing you heartbreak. But I feel like I said, I feel like good things are coming for you. I feel like you're wondering if you can go back to that. Like I said, you're wondering if you can, if you should go back. And I feel like you need to take that time and know what's important to you. Just because, I feel like good things are coming for you. I do see that this will all pass. I feel like you left that past relationship. There was a reason why you left. It wasn't just this new person. This new person was just a spark that helped you leave. But now that, like I said, you left that past person, you're not getting attention from this new person because all of a sudden now that you're available, they don't seem to be interested anymore. I see good things coming for you. I feel like you just need to find your happiness, on your own right now. You need to find what makes you happy. And I feel like, I feel like right now maybe some time to build your own stability, and maybe just kind of find out what makes you happy, and realize that that past person you walked away from wasn't a great relationship, or you wouldn't have walked away for this person's little bit of flirtatiousness. This new person gave you a little bit of flirting, and you left that. You didn't leave a good relationship for that. That relationship was already struggling. So don't second guess yourself. You left the relationship because you weren't happy. You moved on to this other person. This person showed their true colors, and you realize that they're just playing games. It was kind of like more. You're starting to get that impression, and I get that impression that it was basically about the chase. You were in a relationship. They were interested. You left that relationship for them. Now they lost interest. It was just a game. Like I said, I do see good things coming for you. So you couldn't, I feel like you could have been dealing with an Aries. But like I said, I do see good things come with the Sun card. I do see brightness in your future. But what I suggest, my advice to you right now is just think about your own stability. Think about making yourself happy. When we are happy, we have a better chance of attracting happier partners. I feel like neither one of these people were right for you. The first one didn't make you happy, so you wanted to walk away. The person you walked away because you were getting attention from them, as soon as you became available and there was nothing holding you back, that person lost interest. You're just trying to find too much in people. Don't use other people as excuses. That person that was flirting with you and you left your past relationship for that person, you left them because you didn't want to be in that relationship. You didn't just leave them for the flirt. Nobody just leaves a relationship because somebody else is flirting with you or somebody else is interested, unless there's a reason other than that. So I feel like you walked away from that first relationship, that past relationship. I feel like you walked away, and there was more than just this person flirting with you. That person just was a spark that helped you move on. And once you moved on, you realize this person wasn't right for you either. I feel like I said, my advice for you is to find your balance. Find your own stability. Be happy in your own skin. And when you get there, you'll attract better people. And like I said, sometimes we can date multiple people before we find the right person. Some people find the right person right away. I feel like the right person is coming for you. We have the Sun card, so it's a bright future for you. You just need to realize that neither one of those people were good for you. Don't allow yourself to use the excuse that you left that first person. Don't regret that you left the first person for the second person, because I feel like that was all coming to an end anyway. Like I said, that second person was just bringing you away from a bad situation. It was giving you an excuse to leave. So they did you a favor. They were playing games. Chalk it up for what it is. But like I said, you need to find some. I feel like you're going to find your own stability. You just need to look for it. You need to find a place where you're happy and what makes you happy on your own. And then that way you can move forward into finding somebody that actually brings something to your life. So these people are just using you, and like the first relationship, that person didn't give you what you wanted. Second relationship, that person was playing games. You don't need either one of those people. Be happy in your own skin. You'll attract better people. And that's what I have for Scorpio. Sagittarius. What do you have for Sagittarius? Okay. So first thing I see is you've been putting in a lot of work. You've been patient. you have other opportunities, but there's one in particular that you're looking at. I feel like there's one. You've been patient passing up other opportunities because there's one that you're waiting for. You're waiting for someone to reach out to you. I feel like they are going to reach out to you. I feel like you've been waiting long enough. Um, and I feel like it's time you are going to get your shot. They are going to give you an opportunity, and I feel like I said, I feel like it's about nurturing here. You've been patient. You passed up these other opportunities. You had other opportunities. You could have been with other people, but this one person has caught your eye. And like I said, you're just waiting for them to communicate. And I feel like the communication is coming. They're waiting for the communication that you want to hear is basically what I'm getting here. You've been patiently waiting for this person. You've been putting in work. You've been passing up other opportunities because you've been waiting for that one person to, come back to you with wanting the same thing as you do and wanting to move forward. And I feel like they are going to do that. And I feel like you're going to nourish this. You need to nurture this and take your time. But I feel like they are going to, I do see you guys getting together. So I feel like you waiting for this person was the right thing to do. Maybe they just had to get some stuff together. Whatever it is, you look at them in a certain way that you knew it was right to wait for them. You knew all these other opportunities weren't right for you. Intuition was telling you that they weren't right for you. And your intuition told you to wait, and you waited. And now you're getting your reward for that because they are going to reach out to you. You guys are going to get together. I got the Gemini card, the Lover's card. I feel like, there is a strong connection here. Like I said, you did your time. You did the right thing. I feel like there, like I said, there was plenty of opportunities, but you didn't take those opportunities because you were waiting for something. And that was the right thing to do. Some people date while they wait. I don't feel like you did that. I feel like you kept yourself for this one person because you wanted to show this person that you did mean something. And I feel like for that, you have a lot of positives coming into your future. Good fortune is coming for you because you took the right road. In your mind, you took the right road. You were patient, and like Sagittarius are, you were a little bit stubborn. You're like, I want this person. Period. That's it. I'm waiting for them. This person, like I said, they're gonna reach out to you. They're gonna let you know that they want to be with you. You are gonna get together. You could be dealing with a Gemini, or also you could be dealing with a Leo. So watch out for either one of those. I do get, the impression that this is something that is going to, be pretty deep connection, and it's going to be very there's good fortune is coming your way. And like I said, you were waiting for this person. You took the right road. You didn't veer off your road. You wanted something and you zeroed in on it. Like I said, you had other opportunities, but you didn't take those opportunities because you were doing the right thing. And I feel like for that, you're going to get your reward. The person's going to reach out to you. You're going to get together. And I feel like there's a very positive future for you because you did the right thing. You did what you felt was right, and you're getting the benefit of that because this person is going to see that, and that's what's going to help you get to where you want to be. But my advice to you is, that person is going to reach out to you. So know that what you're doing is the right thing. And don't let anybody else tell you that, you shouldn't be waiting for somebody. Good things come to those who wait. Not always true. But in this case, I feel like it is true. Your patience is going to pay off. So Capricorns. What do we have for Capricorns? What's going on for Capricorn? All right. So Capricorns, first thing I see is you just had a tower moment, or you're dealing with a tower moment as we speak. New things started to come to light. You started to see things the way, in a new light, and that caused that tower moment to happen. I feel like this had to come to an end. This all happened for a reason. Things started to become clear that weren't clear before, which caused a tower moment, and that ended this. Some Virgo energy. So I feel like you're dealing with something. We have Scorpio energy, we have Pisces energy, and now we have Virgo energy. So I feel like you were dealing with something, and everything, things started to break down slowly. But then when they started to break down, the more things broke down, the faster it started breaking down, and then all of a sudden it came to the point where it just fell apart with the tower moment. But that had to happen. That had to come to an end with the death card. And now you just need some time to think about, you just need time to yourself to think about what it is that you want. And I feel like that you're doing that now. You're having that time to yourself. And I feel like, maybe you might even have moments where you're starting to wonder what is in store for you. You just need to change your perspective. Don't feel like because a past relationship didn't work out, that it has anything to do with you. It just wasn't meant to work out. You need to, have some strength right now with this Leo energy, and we also got the Lover's energy. So I feel like there's new energy happening, and I feel like maybe a new soulmate is going to reach out to you. There's going to be some communication here. They're going to reach out to you and let you know. And I don't think of this past relationship. Don't be stuck in this past tower moment. Don't be stuck in it too long, because you need to move on. I feel like it's been happening for a while. This has been coming for a while. So the fact that the actual tower moment just happened not too long ago shouldn't hold you back. It's not like it's fresh. Like I said, it's been happening for a while, and it just finally came to an end. It finally, everything just kind of fell apart at the end. It slowly deteriorated, but now it's actually done. And you need to change your perspective and realize that it happened because it was supposed to happen. Sometimes bad things happen, and they're supposed to happen because it's supposed to show you that you're in the wrong direction. I feel like that's all that was. And you just need to have that strength right now and realize that there's new energy coming for you. There's a new soulmate. This could be a soulmate with the Lover's card, Gemini energy. And I feel like that person's going to reach out to you very, very, very soon. And like I said, I feel like it's going to be something. It's going to be a new commitment. It's going to be a new start for you. So just because one thing falls apart, don't think that you should completely give up. Because some people do that. Some people have a relationship fall apart and then they give up. They say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to do that no more because it didn't work out. Because it didn't work out with that person because that wasn't the right person. And you need to, like I said, with the Hangman, you need to understand that it's about changing perspective. The perspective that you need to you need to go from the perspective that it didn't work because of this, this, and this. It didn't work because it wasn't supposed to work. Sometimes we get in relationships, we force them. And I feel like that's what happened. It was forced, hoping that it would be something someday. And the more it was forced, the more, like the moon card is showing, like a new light started coming on things. And you started realizing, like, well, this isn't what I want. And then this isn't what I want. And then all of a sudden, although this is what I didn't want, ended up being the tower moment. And it brought it to an end because it wasn't supposed to. things that are supposed to happen, happen. Things that aren't supposed to happen, you know, they happen as well. But when they happen, the universe tells us that they're not right. So it's a matter of listening, it's a matter of moving forward and understanding that that didn't work out doesn't mean you should quit. Don't give up because one thing didn't work out. Don't give up because you feel defeated. You know, when we fall down, it's just, the universe's way of telling us like we didn't do the right thing. Doesn't mean we're always going to do the wrong thing. Just means that wasn't the right thing. So the universe steps in and lets you know. And like I said, you started to see it come to, you started to see it for what it was. And when you realize what it was, you realize that it wasn't for you. Just realize not everybody's going to be like that. Not every situation is going to be the same. That wasn't meant for you, but I see I see somebody new coming into your life. So be ready for that. Just realize that, like I said, the magician's working. The magician tells me there's a new energy, a new magic in the air. There's a new connection coming, and they are going to reach out to you. And like I said, don't be stuck in the past and miss out on it. That's what I have for you, Capricorns. Aquarius. For Aquarius. Okay. So first thing I see, you're lacking that balance. I feel like financially, stability wise, like in all that side of your life, things are going good. Things are looking up. Emotionally, you don't have, right now you're not dealing with any opportunity. I feel like the reason why that is because you feel like every time you get in a relationship, you're putting in too much work. You're putting in all the work. I feel like a past relationship was like that. And that past relationship had a tower moment and it left you out in the cold. You felt defeated because that past relationship and this past relationship, I'm getting a feeling that this is something from a while ago. So you've been kind of shutting yourself from any kind of emotional connection for a while now. We got the death card. I feel like that's going to come to an end. I feel like, there is some forward movement coming here. I feel like you've been kind of thinking about somebody and you want to make that offer, but you're waiting because you're not sure. You're taking some time to reflect, and you're kind of wondering, should I go forward? You're kind of back and forth here. But like I said, that temperance card is telling me you're out of whack. You need both sides. You can't just be all about stability and money. You can't all be about love. Like you can't all be about not love, but you can't all be about like emotions and relationships. And you can't just jump into completely be all about a relationship and forget about stability. And you can't jump into stability and forget about a relationship. I feel like you need that balance, and you don't have that. You're lacking that balance. But like I said, I feel like there's somebody you got your eye on. You want to move forward with that person. The death card is telling me that, all this negative thoughts you have about relationships is going to come to an end. You're going to start realizing that there is somebody that more and more you're going to want to move forward with. You want to make that offer, but you're waiting because you're not sure. You're taking that time. But don't reflect too long, because the longer you reflect, the longer you're just sitting in a stagnant situation. Don't let that past pain. I feel like you're on the fence of moving forward because you really see somebody. There is somebody that you see as very, that you want to make an offer to, that you want to move forward with, but you're still thinking about that past hurt, that past person, and what they did to you. But don't let that affect you. Like I said, we got some Aries energy here, the Emperor. I feel like this person that you want to make an offer to is a very, it's worth making that offer to. They have a lot going for themselves. They are very put together. They know what they want. We got the Fool card. I feel like you need to take that leap of faith. And I feel like when you do take that leap of faith, you'll find that this person, you guys can start something here. There's a new foundation I see in your future. I also see the Ace and Queen of Swords. So I feel like there's a lot of good things that are coming out of you moving forward. You got to put yourself out there. It's time. You hid yourself away for too long. I feel like that's what you were doing. You weren't giving yourself to that emotional side of your life because you were holding back because of the fact that, you had got hurt before. You got hurt before and you allowed yourself to, put yourself out there before and you get hurt for it. So then you shut yourself in, doing the complete opposite of what you did before. But I feel like now it's time to take that leap of faith. I feel like this person is worth your time. And I feel like, you are going to get what you want. I see a lot of happiness here. I feel like my advice is stop holding yourself back because of something bad that happened in the past. Not all relationships are going to work out. I feel like there's a good opportunity here for you. And I feel like you really do have a lot of feelings for this person. And you're just kind of on the fence of whether you should move forward or not. I feel like it'd be a good idea for you to move forward. Like I said, this person, we got the Aries energy, could be looking at a fire sign in general. But the Fool came out, so the Fool's telling me you need to take that leap of faith. And the Emperor card tells me that they got their shit together. They know what they want. And like I said, you should make that offer. You should go out and get it. And I feel like that will help bring balance to your life. Because we have to have balance to be happy. So that's my advice. Go get it. Don't hold yourself back anymore. Don't hold yourself in that, situation where, you're going to let this pass you by because I feel like you'll regret it if you do. So that's what I have for Aquarius. Pisces. Yeah, for Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Pisces. What do Pisces need to know? Okay. So Pisces, first thing I see is you've been waiting. You put in some work. You put in all the work. I feel like you've been waiting for something to come your way. You've been putting in work. You've been working on your stability. I feel like you worked on it. You've got yourself to a place where you're pretty stable. A new coming together. A new partnership. I feel like maybe you might even, you might even have started your own thing here, your own business. Maybe a new opportunity for yourself. And so you've been putting a lot of work. And now you feel like you're ready to move forward. And I feel like there's some new energies coming your way. I feel like you spent a lot of time on your stability, and now you're kind of wondering and kind of waiting for a new, some new beginnings for you, some new in the love aspect. You've been waiting. You've spent all this time, put all this hard work into building something. Now that it's kind of going really good, you're starting to feel like that that you're missing something, and you're missing a partner. Somebody else to spend your time with, somebody else to have somebody to share your success with. And I feel like there's a new energy coming. I feel like somebody is going to reach out to you. We got the Gemini energy, and I feel like not only is this person going to reach out to you, but this person is somebody that you've been waiting for. I feel like there's going to be a really strong connection, and I feel like it's going to move really quickly. With the Hierophant card, tells me that it's basically telling me that the Gemini is telling me this could be a soulmate, and the Hierophant is telling me that not only is that going to be pretty clear, but you guys are going to want to move forward really quickly. And I feel like you're going to be happy. I feel like you're going to get what you want. And I feel like, you're not going to, you just need to, I feel like it's about patience. Don't be too quick to jump into this. That'd be my advice here. Don't be too quick to jump in, but don't hold back. And I know that's kind of contradicting yourself. But like I said, you put a lot of hard work into this situation, and you're kind of lacking, that emotional connection in your life, and you want it. And I feel like it is coming. There's some new energy coming, some new magic in the air. I feel like there's a soulmate gonna, reach out to you. They're gonna communicate with you. And I feel like not only is it a soulmate, but it's gonna be something that's gonna be really strong. It's gonna, I feel this to be a very long-term thing, if not permanent. And it's going to make you both very happy. But the only advice I can give you right here is allow, this is all good and well, but don't allow what you worked for, because I got this in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse. Don't allow what you worked for to slip by on the wayside while putting all your energy into this. Have that balance. Make sure that you don't let that slip in this new opportunity. So don't move too fast in this new opportunity, this new relationship. Take your time. Make sure make sure make sure you give you the proper time to what you've worked on. Don't let that slip to the wayside, because then you're going to be in a different situation where you're going to have it's like what I always try to say to people is you need to balance in your life. And I don't want you to unbalance yourself by going too far the other direction. You've worked really hard and put all your time in that one side of life. Now you're looking for the other side. But like I said, I feel like it is coming. I feel a strong soulmate connection. We got the Hierophant, so I feel like it's going to be a long-term thing. So you don't have to rush. You got all the time in the world. I feel like this opportunity is going to be something that's you've been waiting for, and it's a good opportunity for you. But like I said, don't let everything slip to the wayside in the meantime. But my advice to you is just listen to your intuition. You're going to know who this person is right away. Like I said, you've been waiting, and you've been putting in all the hard work on, your stability and your past opportunities. Now there's a new emotional connection coming your way. Take it slow. That's what I got for you, Pisces. That's all signs. Ooh. Hey, Raina. What's up? Victoria. Chilla. Christina. Hey. Victoria. Hey, Chilla. Oh, you're welcome, Christina. Sorry, sometimes, I don't know, I try to give it to her straight. Sometimes I hate when I'm reading it and it comes out like it's not the greatest news. Chilla. You're welcome. But I don't want to be one of those readers that just give you just give you the shit. All lovey-dovey and always happiness. life isn't like that. But I want everybody to be happy. So sometimes I gotta tell you how it is, how I see it. No rain, it wasn't. It's actually pretty good. Somebody's coming in your future. Go for that. You know, sometimes it's like I get a reading and I see it and I'm like, I don't really want to. I don't want anybody to take it as the wrong way, because just remember, the universe is only working for you. It's never working against you. So just because the universe is telling you this isn't working, that you should move on, that's for your best interest. That means there's something else coming your way that's better than what you're at. Yeah, like, there's never really such thing as a bad rating. Might not be good news, but it's always going to lead you in a better direction. So really, it can't be a bad. There's no real bad reading. Anything that leads you in a better direction isn't bad. Might not be what you want to hear. I've gotten readings I didn't want to hear. Didn't mean it wasn't what I should have. It's what I should have heard, what I needed to hear. With tarot, I realized one thing: you're not always going to hear what you want to hear, but you're always going to hear what you need to hear. I know that sounds corny. Sorry. Victoria, basically, sometimes things happen in life that we don't understand. And I came to a point where I didn't understand certain connections that I had. And, well, there's other people in my life that already had done tarot. And so I just kind of said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance and see what it's all about. Give it an opportunity. And the more I started listening, the more I started learning, the more I started, I used to deal with anxiety a lot. And when I got into tarot, I realized that started to go away. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't maybe, and then I started to feel like my anxiety was just the fact that I wasn't aware. I wasn't listening to the universe. I wasn't listening to my intuition at all. I would just follow what I felt. I didn't follow what I felt was best. I did what I thought was best. And thinking too much was my problem. But I had connections to people that I didn't understand. I didn't understand why I was being drawn to certain people. And tarot started just kind of made me realize that there's more connections than we're really aware of. So I really liked it. Yeah, it does, Victoria, for sure. All right, Christina, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I didn't think anybody was gonna be on this late. I knew Raina would. She's a night owl. Yeah, like, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I think that's what we're all. That's why everybody gets into, like, it's so amazing how accurate your chart. Like, when you look into your charts and you see all the signs and where they sit in that chart, and start to realize that that, and with tarot and numerology and like everything to do with the zodiac, astrology, all this stuff. I mean, this has been around for how like forever, and it's something that I didn't really pay attention to, and to be honest with you, I didn't really know much about for a long time. And then when I started looking more into it, it's one of those things where I just kept reading and reading and reading, um, watching different tarot readers, reading different books. I don't know, it was pretty cool. I liked it. And the more I read, the more it made me feel at peace. It made me start to see why connections were the way they were. Yeah, Victoria. It It does make you sleepy though. Like it doesn't make me sleepy. It just drains me. Like after doing the live readings, that's why I usually only do them once or twice a week. After I do those, I feel pretty drained because it's like all this information coming to you all at once. Can I do a reading for myself? No, I can't read myself. I mean, I've tried, but I feel like it's so hard to. It's almost like you have to third party your mind in order to read yourself, and I don't have that yet. Power of P. I'm all done now. When I'm done, I'll put the timestamps up so you can go right to whatever sign you want to watch. I usually put them up as soon as my video comes up, probably about 15 minutes after I'm done. That's why when you guys see me writing stuff, that's when I'm writing my times for my timestamps. I'm usually pretty good on that though. Huda. Hey Huda. Yeah, like I can read for myself, but it's hard to separate. I find it, especially like, and I find like I'm still at the stage where I have a hard time reading for people that are like I do personal reading for other people. I've been doing a lot of personal, like getting into a lot of personal readings lately, and I've been getting a lot of good, like really good feedback. Maybe the hiccups down. I've been getting a lot of really good feedback, like saying how accurate it was and stuff like that. But I find like if I try to read somebody that I'm really close to, I find it's hard too because you know things about that person. You know what I mean? And it's hard to take away the things you know from the things you're seeing. Like when you pull out tarot cards, it's hard to understand the difference between what you know and what you're seeing. So I find it I'm getting better at it. People I mean people that are really close to me. I don't mean like my cousins and family like that. Like I can do those with no problem. But people that are like really close, like people that you like your everyday people in your life, it's hard. Well, thanks, Power P. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I just realized like I started doing tarot for my own reasons to understand things that I wanted to know, and then when I started to understand it, it started coming really quickly. Um, and then I thought, you know, I started doing it for friends, and I started doing it for people, that I knew, and they started saying, this is really accurate, it was like, and they started getting interested in tarot as well. Now, what that told me was that I'm if I'm helping somebody else understand, if I'm helping somebody else open their minds to what the universe is trying to tell them, then that's what I want to do. I want to help people understand, and I want people to be in the situation they're supposed to be in, and I want people to understand the situation that they're in. And I hope that I can do. I hope I can make people happy. Like I want people to be like I want nothing but to spread love for people. Like you know what I mean. Like I love people, and I want everybody to be happy. And some people aren't happy, and they don't know why, and it's because they're not listening. Like there's a lot of people that that when I talk about tarot to people and they start looking into it, and I've had people come back to me and say, you know what, my husband's this sign and I'm this sign, or my wife is this sign and I'm this sign, and it makes so much sense. And it does. It really does. It really shows a deep connection more than we're really, where people that are. I was always holding my mind back from letting anything like astrology, I was at the period in my life where I I thought kind of all that was kind of just some kind of gimmick. And I'll be honest with you, I did. I really did. I thought because I didn't understand it. But then when you read into it, you start seeing, okay, well, like for instance, I'm a Sagittarius. And I'm stubborn as hell sometimes. Stuff like that, like it's different little things. but I've always been intuitive. I've always been able to pick up on other people's energies. Even when I was young, long before I did tarot, um, I pick up on other people's energies, and I never understood why. But then I realized that, your zodiac sign tells you a lot more about yourself than you think it could possibly do. And then when you do your whole chart and you start to see things and you see other people's charts and see how they act and how they're affected and in different characteristics that they have, it's pretty crazy. Um, yeah, check out my community page. I'm having a giveaway tomorrow. So just go on my community page and make sure you comment something so I see your name. Because everybody that comments, I'll put their name in a draw. Thanks for yours. That. Yeah, Raina, that is true. Um, different signs don't always aren't compatible with other signs, but I feel like it's about the person. I mean, it's hard to say that. Like, it's hard to say what my sun sign is, and that my sun sign doesn't get along with somebody else's sun sign because there's also so many other factors involved. But like on a whole, I do feel like there is some signs that maybe we're more attracted to than others, like initially attracted to. Um, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, yeah, I will after this style for sure. Yeah, but then again, right now, like there's Capricorns I don't like, and then there's Capricorns I do like. You know what I mean? So I mean, I can't. It, that's the thing, in that I never knew. Like the one thing I always knew I was Sagittarius, right? But I didn't know there was a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I didn't know all these different sections, and Fierce is the one that introduced me to a lot of that, like a lot of it, like 97%. And I mean, I didn't understand. Yeah, like see, Raina, like that's the thing. I mean, I don't think we should ever not like somebody because of a sign. But if we don't end up not liking them, then we can understand that's probably what it is. Like some signs aren't compatible. They have different outlooks, and sometimes they're too different. You know what I mean? Sometimes people are too different, and there's no there's no middle ground there because there's so much difference in between them. But like I said, it is what it is. I know people I don't get along with, and but like I said, even when I was young, I was just intuitive. I understood. Like I had feelings about people, like when I met them, whether I like them or I don't like them, or I like this person's energy or I don't like that person's energy. I always had that feeling, and I didn't even know why. And I wish I would have gotten tarot when I was really young, because then maybe I wouldn't have had, I would have been able to figure out more things quicker. But we're always like that. Sometimes when we realize something, we wish I would have realized it younger. But I mean, I realize it now, so that's what it is. Yeah, exactly. Fears like we could be different in certain things, and then find as long as we found, what I mean. Like we could be different. Like I've had friends in my life, and all of you probably had a friend before that wasn't really into the same thing as you are, but you had a common ground. There was some place that you met, and it was strong enough that it kept you friends. Oh, fear stuff. That's not nice. I don't know. I feel like um, since I started tarot and since I started getting into tarot, I feel like a lot of things have become more clear to me. Yeah. And the more things become clear to me, like when you start understanding problems that you're having are because of things that are happening, and you can start changing the things that are happening, and then your problems start to disappear. Like, that's what I like. Holy. Really, Raina? Really? Thanks. Those are just getting hurtful. Brad Pitt's a water or a Sagittarius. Just throw that out there. Blah. So you guys having a good time? Let's trash talk the Sagittariuses. Tiona Carter, hey. We're just having a discussion about how terrible Sagittariuses are, apparently. Yay! Glad I could host this powwow of Sagittarius trash talk. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like when I read characteristics of a Sagittarius, I don't always feel like I never like, you know what I mean. I feel like some of them apply, but some of them don't. And it's because I have other signs in my charts. So I mean, it's not. I don't feel like we can hold anybody accountable for one sign when they have so many different signs in their chart. My chart is a lot of fire. I am stubborn. Bad thing, good thing. I don't know. Sometimes it's a good thing. I don't know. I don't feel like any real characteristic of a sign is something. I feel like you have a better chance. Like it is true that you are more compatible with other signs. So finding a sign that you are compatible with right off the get go is, just look at it as it is. It's the first check in many of checks you're going to put in the checklist. I mean, I've met signs that I was supposed to be completely compatible with, and I didn't like them. So it is what it is. Capricorns can be really good, and you got to remember too. Not only is it your sign, but it's if you're low vibrational or high vibrational. I met like Raina, you're a Capricorn, and I get along with you, but I have an ex-girlfriend that narcissistic. She low vibe Capricorn, which is probably one of my least favorite characteristics of anybody. So it just depends on what you are. Some people aren't, you know what I mean? Like they're not, it's not only about their signs, about how they are as a person. If they're not, if they're high vibrational, then they're different than a low vibrational. A high vibrational Capricorn is different than a low, you know what I mean? So you can't just say, oh, you're a Capricorn, so we got to be best friends. I mean, that's not how it really goes. But I don't know. It is what it is. Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe one sign, like say a Sagittarius, like Sagittarius are compatible with other fire signs, but I'm not compatible with people that are low vibrational, like a low vibrational Leo or an Aries, or you know what I mean, or other Sagittariuses. I might not be compatible with those people. They're still Sagittarius or Leos or Aries, but they're low vibrational. But anyway, it's like almost 6 in the morning, so I should probably get to bed. I just want to come on and get this out. But thanks everybody for stepping in. And I hope you guys all have a good night. Thanks for watching. And I'll be posting some signs here right away. I got some videos I already had done. I just gotta wait for the 24 hours to come up. But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. And I'm feeling all the love. And you know, that's all this is about. All with the love. And if you haven't, go to my community page and comment on the giveaway. It's going to be tomorrow, so make sure you get in there tonight. And I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.